Good morning. Happy Friday. It's May Day, May 1st. We finished Mercy yesterday, all the books Mrs. Reader has. So today I'm reading you some poems from the book Falling Up by Shel Silverstein. He also does the illustrations. This first one is called No Thank You. No, I do not want a kitten. No cute, cuddly kitty poo. No more long hair in my cornflakes. No more midnight meowing mews. No more scratching, snarling spitters. No more sofa clawed in shreds. No more smell of kitty litter. No more mousies in my bed. No, I will not take that kitten. I've had lice and I've had fleas. I've been scratched and sprayed and bitten. I've developed allergies. If you've got an ape, I'll tell him. I'll take him. If you have a lion, that's fine. If you brought some walking bacon, leave him here. I'll treat him kind. I have room for mice and gerbils. I have beds for boars and bats. But please, please take away that kitten quick, before it becomes a cat. Well, it is kind of cute at that. It's pretty funny. This one is called Danny O'Dare. Here's the picture. Danny O'Dare, the dancing bear, ran away from the county fair, ran right up to my back stair. And though he thought he'd do some dancing there, he started skipping and jumping and kicking. He did a dance called the Funky Chicken. He did the polka, he did the twist, he bent himself in a pretzel like this. He did the dog and the jitterbug, he did the jerk and the bunny hug, he did the waltz and the bugaloo, and he did the hokey pokey too. He did the bop and the mashed potato. He did the split and the see you later. And now he's down upon one knee, bowing oh so charmingly, and winking and smiling. It's easy to see Danny O'Dare wants to dance with me. So all of those, the dog and the jitterbug and the waltz, those are all different kinds of dances. It's pretty cute. Okay. A Battle in the Sky, the last one is called. And it's a shorter one. It's just on this page. See the pictures? Okay. A Battle in the Sky. It wasn't quite day and it wasn't quite night, because the sun and the moon were both in sight. A situation quite all right with everyone else but them. So they both made remarks about who gave more light and who was the brightest and prettiest sight. And the sun gave a bump and the moon gave a bite, and the terrible sky fight began. With a scorch and a sizzle and a screech and a shout, across the great heavens they tumbled about, and the moon had a piece of the sun in its mouth, while the sun burned the face of the moon. My goodness, right? And when it was over, the moon was rubbed red, and the sun had a very bad lump on his head. And all the next night the moon stayed home in bed, and the sun didn't come out till noon. And that was it for our reading. Now we are starting a brand new domain, as I promised. It is called Frontier Explorers. There it is. Okay, let's do a little bit of review. Now, in kindergarten, you learned about Native Americans. You remember that they came to our country first, even way, way, way before it was a country. They were the first people to live here. And then next came, and then in kindergarten, you also learned about Columbus, who traveled by ship to our country. He came to North America a long, long, long time after the Native Americans had been living here. And then after Columbus's voyages, took a long time, several hundred years, before more people, more than 100 years, before more and more groups of people came from Europe, Great Britain, and other countries. They wanted to explore. One of these groups was the Pilgrims, remember? They came from England and they landed at Plymouth Rock along the east coast, the opposite side of where we live in North America. And we just learned in our domain that we just finished that more and more people came to this country and formed colonies. Remember, there were 13, there we go, colonies. They weren't states yet. It was before they were states. But we were still, remember, ruled by Great Britain, by the the king and the government over there, and we said we don't like that. These colonies, remember, pushed a lot of Native Americans out, took their homes, took their land. Not all of them, not all of the colonists did that. Not every Native American was treated that way, but a lot of them were. Now, those 13 colonies got tired of Great Britain telling them what to do. Remember, we've talked about that. And they said, we want to be free. We don't want Great Britain to tell us what to do. And who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Number 3 President, Thomas Jefferson. Remember that. Well, today we're going to learn about some of the early history of our United States and who lived there. We're going to talk about an explorer called Daniel Boone. Listen carefully to find out what he faced, what challenges and difficulties he faced, and what other people's troubles were, just difficulties and challenges when people wanted to move west. That would be toward Oklahoma. That's part of the country. And I will see you. Have a happy weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.